Alright, I think we're ready for a first install on this thing. This is what I built that power supply for. There's blue, yellow and blue. They're going to come up from underneath and they're going to be connected to one of those terminal strips underneath. The power supply is connected to that. Okay, so then they come up, they hit the first terminal strip. After this did not turn out the way I planned it, and I left all the redundant crap in there. So if you're wondering why there's all this extra stuff, I tried doing a thing with 5 capacitors and a bridge rectifier. It was cool, but the type of lights I'm using in here, they're not all exactly the same. These down here, those are LED light bulbs for automobiles, and they light with like no voltage at all. They're great, and they're dirt cheap. It came in a huge bag full of them. They have their resistors on them and everything. So they're just on a little bus wire there, and I used some solid wire just for structure, so I could get them to stay in place. Not only that, they lift out. If I ever have to change one, I can just lift it out. So that's pretty good. One of them does have a side burned out. That's probably from me experimenting. But anyways, then the wires continue on up to the top here. And what we got up here is these are trailer lights. There's a white one and an orange one, or another white one. And then, I don't know if you can see here, I just scavenged all of these surface mount LEDs that I had in a box. I just scavenged a bunch of them and put them on some jewelry wire and set them out there. They're bendable, and I painted them from the backside. And they're all different colors too, but it doesn't matter because they're up so high. Okay, so that is what it's for. Now over there in the corner, this is where this guy goes. There's also where Beanlock goes, right next to him. He's right here. He's about to get his glass put in. See, he's got windows. He's going to get his glass put in. And this guy has his glass in there. Anyways, over there in the corner. So, I'm going to keep that mirror at the end of the tracks. Right there. There's a mirror there. And because when the buildings are up, there's no way you can see yourself in it. But you can still see stuff in it. That's kind of a neat little gimmick that I got from the John Allen book. Okay, now over there you can see my base. I have a very solid base that is screwed into the bench top. And then I'm going to screw this big thing on top of that. And I've tested it already. So I'm going to put it in and we'll see what we got. And I'll show you underneath then. Okay, there he is, installed by himself against the wall. And this is kind of a rough installation. All the components are there. But now I'll think about it a while and see what special effects and stuff are cool and whatnot. But check that out. It is all the way up into the insulation. Okay. And then there's the top lights. So when you are standing over there, those lights are above your head. So you're looking way up at this thing. And then we come down. Now the first 2 bays have a little photo card in there. I printed a couple of pictures on some photo paper and stuck them in the first 2 bays because those are the 2 you can partially see. Okay, the second 2 with the blue back, when Beanlock is in there, you can't see those at all, but they'll still light up. Okay, and I don't know what that is. It's inside of some steel mill stuff. It's kind of neat. If I don't like it, I'll just take it out. It's just a card, so I can put in whatever I want in there. But, oh yeah. So that's what it looks like. Right now, that's big. That is really big. Okay, and then in that triangle right there, that's where Beanlock goes. So I might as well set him in there so we can have a look at the whole thing. He doesn't have his lights and windows in, but I'll put him up there so it's easy to put his windows in. Okay, now we get a better idea of what the scale of this is. So there, that's why I don't have those picture in those 2 bays. And Beanlock will get all lit up. And that is how it's going to be. And then we'll start detailing. We'll start putting more details on. Oh, I forgot to put the pipe on. I built this pipe that goes on outside between bay 2 and 3, which you'll only be able to see when you got this kind of view. Okay, so look at the rail cars in comparison to the buildings. That's the effect we're going for. They're just dwarfed. Yeah, that's what we want. Our beanlock will be lit up also. So this is like the second rebuild of these two. They just got a lot bigger. And that's kind of the way we're going to do this. We'll just keep rebuilding them until they start getting better and better. But for now, they're starting to get a nice look to them. And there's a reason I put blue background behind everything. And we'll see that later. Let's see some lights on. Okay, that's HO scale. Look how tiny the grain cars are. So when you're operating there, the letters beanlock are above your head. And it looks down on you. And it actually leans out just a little bit. So you kind of feel smushed in there. And here we go. That should do it for now.